He loves Ghost on DJ's my boo. It's not appropriate.
It's funny because this one's delayed behind this one, so you don't need to watch this one. We'll do that. We got the stream here. Yo, we over on YouTube. Yo, what up, what up, what up?
That's my doppelganger. That's the insider. Yo, you watch that show?
Oh, that shit is mean.
Shout out my man Stephen King.
Outsider.
I'm my fault, insider, outsider.
Yeah. Holy.
That shit's... That's him right. That's a cuckoo right there. You feel me?
Yo, so I got my homie ASAP P. So you already know who he fucks with in the building. There's a rare guest appearance in the fucking lab. But we literally just got done listening to like 3 hours of P records that none of y'all are heard. So
shit. I mean, sucks. It's bittersweet because it's like, damn, you don't get no more of it. You know, it's like a fire dessert, but to sit there and enjoy it is refreshing. Shit.
Super refreshing.
they gave me some ill input too, you know, some knowledge. We always trade knowledge. As a dope human being, you should always trade knowledge with somebody. But they opened my eyes on a couple of records. I really appreciate that shit. So ASAP P is named ASAP P because of P. So why don't you tell them how much of
actually Addy gave me that name. He said P on the boards one time, and then Addy, you know, ASAP Ant. He's a big Prodigy fan. So yeah.
So the P is for the P.
He made P cool. First rapper, first person to ever make the word P cool. My name is, I ain't gonna say what my government name is, but people used to butcher it, you feel me? So, yeah, I used to just cut it short to put it as P, from Pat to P. It's been lit ever since. He made it the littlest letter. Shouts out to Fabio Foreign.
Bow.
P, you feel me? P, you feel me? That's a lot of things, man. P on the world. There's a lot of inspiration. Yeah.
Word. So tell me, you grew up in New York, right?
Well, half Miami, half New York.
So
sure.
half of your life in New York. So New York hip hop plays a huge influence upon your life. And as we're sitting here listening to records, all the shit that you would say was just like, nobody raps like this no more. So what was it like listening to like growing up in New York with Mobb Deep at P?
Shit, bro. I'm not too far from this location. I was listening. I was really crazy. Like the Infamous. I was that shit every single day. That's all I was listening to, bro. And then all the streets I was mentioning, Halsley, all that shit. That's the place I was staying with my man Chris. Shot my man. I ain't gonna say his name, blow his spot up, because they'll probably let his location. They might catch him eating chicken. But he let me crash on his floor. I just left my brother's crib. Bro, I was listening to the Infamous, and I was actually going to them streets. I had to take them good walks, get your mind right. I was sleeping on my man's floor in his room. Very terrible situation. Still appreciative, though. And, bro, I was like, man, them niggas getting me through it. They were literally getting me through it, bro. I was going through hell, literally. But, shit, still had to make that fire, and that's the same thing I feel like they did, in my opinion. Word.
So fast forward X amount of years, and you're like now in the studio with P.
Oh, shit. No, when I'm in my lawyer hit me. Shout out to my lawyer, Josh Kamen. I would say that. Never had a hiccup, never got raped, knock on wood. You feel me? Get right, you feel me? Josh Kamen once again.
Hire a lawyer.
Yeah, he called me, he's like, yo, you wanna go to a Mobb Deep session? I said, what? Yo, I was like, I remember my man used to had a PayPal card. My man back in the days before the people used to scam with it. My man had a bank account set up. We used to have our shit linked together to PayPal. So whenever I needed money, that was my emergency money. I remember I swiped that, packed my G Pen. I had the claw money G Pen, the pink joint at the time. I felt like Cameron. You feel me?
Shit, I know
You feel me? I was smoking wax back then. You feel me? You can check my Instagram. We can check the dates.
Yeah,
it's not a trend.
Money shit was going crazy.
I found that one on CMJ, but that's a different conversation for a different day. And then I went to the Mobb Deep session, yeah, and they was there. That shit I was there first, and then they pulled up.
Oh, so you were in the room first? That's even crazy.
And then the whole thing is Red Bull Studio, bro. This shit looked like the motherfucking, like a museum. Like, you're not even supposed to be there. You're not supposed to touch nothing. I was like,
all the mad artwork and graffiti and shit on the walls. So that shit is dope. Shout out to Red Bull.
Yeah.
Wings.
So what were you thinking before they walked in?
Shit, I hope they rap on one beat. At least one beat. At least one beat. Like at least they like one beat. Like I went there with the pack. Like I went there strapped.
Of course you did.
Ready. I was like, there was this other producer there, K Trinada. Shout out to him. He out here getting all type of money, all different type of colors from all different type of countries. You know what I mean? Shouts out to him. You know what I mean? Hopefully he remember me. You know what I mean?
Yo, I got a question, bro. Real quick. So boom, you in there with the pack. Now I know every producer can attest to this. If you're a producer, you can attest to this feeling. You in your mind got the surefire ones that's gonna ring off that you know.
No, I don't.
No?
Because the whole thing is, he was like Mobb Deep session. However, I don't know what Mobb Deep was going for this album, bro. You feel me? They could be on some gangster shit. They could probably be on some industry shit. They could be like some washed up old rappers that Mobb Deep is not. Because Prodigy don't age. He is cheese. You know what I mean? I mean, even though dairy is terrible, but you know what I mean? You feel me? The man age like wine. You feel me? That's alcohol is a better thing. He don't age. He's, you know, a lot of old rappers literally right now sound like old rappers hanging on. I don't know what they trying to do, but every time P came out, he always came out on some Prodigy shit. Like even this new project, there's no like, I'm an old dude trying to make young nigga records. No, he's being disrespectful, cutting people, putting guns in ribs, and you feel me, poetry at the same time, introspective lyrics, bro. No, he's still Prodigy, bro. So yeah.
Word. So did you like come straight out the gate with just like fire, or did you just want to play like a couple like really good records to warm them up?
I was
or
like, man,
blank slate.
I'm coming through with what I'm known for. I felt like I was that nigga. I'm still that guy, always, all the time. So I was just came there confident with that clip, cause I know this is heavy duty, you know, enemies. You feel me? I wasn't coming there with no bullshit. Came in there with the big boys. You get me? So. And I know and I was listening to the Infamous at that time, crazy. So like, this is easy. Put this 15 pack, boom.
So did you come into it thinking I need to make some I need to bring something that Mobb Deep would jump on, or did you just bring you?
Because the thing is, I like Mobb Deep is what I bring to the table at the end of the day, whether I like it or not. You feel
Word.
me? They inspired me. They're one of my biggest inspirations. You feel me? While everything was sounding all pussy and all backpacking and shit. Infamous drop. You guys could do the science, so it's like, come on, ASAP Mob. I gotta kind of live up to the same bar, if not, you know, try close to it with my take on it. So, yeah, man, they influenced my sound a lot. So,
Word. So I know P. One thing that always bothered P. It's good that you did it that way, because with P, he would always get upset when producers would like send him stuff that they thought would be a P record instead of just. He's contacting, you're bringing these producers in for what they do. So just do what you do. So all those producers out there, just do what you do. That's why they got you there. That's why you're in the room.
I don't try to make Mobb Deep shit. It just so happen my shit turns out the beats. It sounds some Mobb Deep shit. And it's like, hey, it's not intentional, but that's a compliment in my thing. You feel me?
Nah, of course, whenever I sit down and try to make beats, whatever comes out, comes out. I might want to try to make a Havoc or Alchemist beat. It's... Whatever just comes out,
I make what I want to hear, and sometimes that's what I want to hear, unfortunately, and it just comes out to be something that I like. And what I like is what y'all like, and it's lit.
Word. So now you're in the studio with Hav and P. Was it P or did the Hav come too?
No, both of them
came?
Yeah.
Word. So
I was shitting on myself.
Did you play beats first or did K Trinada?
Nah, K Trinada came up, but he was cheating, in my opinion, because he had his. I didn't have a laptop. I had a desktop, first of all. So
whatever it takes.
It's like you. I don't know niggas play Pokemon, but like you just came with like a hand and you can't switch it. It's quiet. You got this hand. If this hand don't work, you're not going home with nothing, bro. It's quiet. So it's like, and he had like his Fruit Loops open. I'm like, damn, I wish I could do that, because there was some beats I had finished, but I could have done that, but I couldn't do that in that situation. Yeah, so he played some shit. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what they rocking. And I'm like, bet. And I play my shit. And I seen Havoc going like this. I'm like, these niggas. These niggas. I'm trying to replicate Hav's snares, reverb and shit. You feel me? I'm trying to replicate how they. These are people I'm sending their projects to my man. George. My man, he's an engineer. I send them to him as a reference. Yo, I need shit something like this. And they telling me my shit's good money. That's why I really don't care about cosigns, because the people that I aspire to be cosign me. So shit, I'm pretty good at the end of the day. You feel me? So yeah, shout out to Arsonist. He said that was fire too. That's my other.
You also, whenever Havoc's like actually starts feeling your shit, did you physically react or did you try to hold it in?
Nah, bro. I was high, so that's my nerves was like on chill. But I was still shitting on myself. At the end of the day, it was Mobb Deep. Like shit, I wasn't in a tunnel and all that shit. You know, I wasn't affected when they would diss them and all that. Unfortunately, I wasn't. You know, I was young. I grew up in '91. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, but the impact they had in my life, especially at that time, is like, yo, these are human beings. They're not like fucking holograms and light beams. You got a human. And then when they started rapping on one of my joints, that's why I say, yeah, it's official.
So
fuck everybody.
They pick like one of your joints, right?
No, they picked a lot of my joints.
Well, I know that. So whatever they start rapping to, you got to be there during the whole process.
Yeah.
All right. So who finished first?
They were going back and forth, having Prodigy, and then we took a smoke break, and then they was trying to find somewhere to smoke. It was some weird setting. As cool as Red Bull Studio was, they weren't progressive at that point. They didn't have a place to smoke. To be honest with you guys, but
you had to go inside that.
Luckily,
that subway
luckily,
thing.
I'm a man of the future. I have my G pen, so nobody's stopping me. And then Prodigy, I passed the Prodigy. He was like, all right, let me get lifty. I was like, what? Lifty? This is 2014, 15, whenever this year was. Lifty, no one said that, bro. That shit.
Yeah, I introduced P to the pen game early, and he was done with blunts after that. He was just like, nah, I like this way better.
He talking about it on his podcast.
Yo, so
like, come on.
If you watch a bunch of interviews during like the tail end, if you go into the comments, everybody just like, yo, Prodigy is high as fuck in this interview. That's because he always had the pen with him.
See? My man was in the future.
Keep the thing on you because you never know, P always said. So, you got to see the whole process, which I've seen 8 million times. And, Havoc is like really impressive in the studio. And
that shit sounded like a Mobb Deep song really fast.
Like,
he said you ever had a threesome with 3 bitches. And then the whole time I was like, what? What? And I was like, oh, like he was the only bet. Like, and he was like, bro, you talking like crazy like that? Havoc that nigga. But,
yeah, Hav's really impressive and quick in the studio. Yo, Hav's the first person that I've ever seen that he used to come in and he would put the beat on and then go to sleep. And then wake up, write his rhyme and go right in the booth, lay it down and then leave.
Cozy.
Nah, he would actually work while he was sleeping. He's just like, nah, it's done. I work subconsciously.
Yo.
What? That's crazy.
I swear to God. Or he'd be working on a beat, lay down and like fall asleep, and you'd always have to keep it playing. And then he'd wake up and just right to the MPC and go finish it.
Oh, that's cool. Yo, when my hair start losing and my hair start going, I'm gonna just cut my shit, get on my Havoc shit, say less.
Word,
I'm on my Havoc shit, bald like Havoc.
So what's it feel like as a fan to hear P on something that you made?
Well, I hear both of those guys. It was crazy. Prodigy, they hear the combination. Yeah, your beats is fire, and then actually rapping on my shits, that's like a cherry on top. And then to sit there and they like, yeah, like they really fuck with my shit. That was just like some more unnecessary calories that we don't need as humans to be consuming, but because of gluttony or you high, you just eating, bro. That shit was amazing till today. Like that's top. Like, bro, I don't really care about much things. I really do. My family and all that, friends. But that is because nobody can take away from that. You feel me? Like, unfortunately.
Yeah, word. So, I as an engineer, I don't like to step on other engineers' toes. Mm-hmm. So if we'd go to like the engine room or something, and there'd be somebody else working the room, I just kind of I'm rolling up and hanging out. Fuck. Mm-hmm. Until I had to fly the hook or something because it was just taking too long and P was getting annoyed. Mm-hmm. So one thing that I always like to do, because it is an ill fucking feeling, be like, oh shit, that's fucking P in the booth, and I'm doing this right now. So I used to try to let everybody get that experience. Until they were trash. Mm-hmm. Until it would be like, just get out of the chair, dude. Mm-hmm. Just pay attention. Mm-hmm. So that's an ill feeling, and plus you get to put that on your resume.
Bro, that's on the bucket list, bro. I'm gonna come clean. People be like, I
Even
want a Jay-Z verse.
better.
I want a Jay-Z verse. I mean, yeah, but
Yeah, I mean,
I got Mobb Deep records, bro. Got Prodigy. Come on, bro. P. That's all that makes sense, bro. I don't got a big pun verse, bro, but he rapped a pun. So you feel me?
6 degrees of separation, right?
Shit,
me.
it's pretty close.
I mean, I know, like, you know, I had my old career before P, but once it was like I'm working with P, it was just like I started working with everybody I grew up listening to. This shit was crazy. It was like every week somebody's coming to the studio or like sending me their vocals and shit. I'm just like, holy shit, I've got like, this is fucking nuts.
Still missing KRS-One though. I need a KRS-One. I didn't talk his shit one time. Who else I need? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good question that I didn't even have to ask you. Who would be? Who else is on your hit list that you want to work with?
Pause. I mean, shit, Styles P because of the pause. That sounds crazy.
You were looking at the wrong. I'm talking like the assassination angle. Like, who else do you need to add to the list
Styles
before
P,
you're?
Obviously, I'm trying to do a whole project with Styles P. Like, she's right there. He's right up there with Prodigy, Gangsta and the Gentleman. I need Styles P. Like, just cause like I feel like he's about to reach that edge of I'm not rapping no more, and it's like, nah, you are. Come back real quick. Hold on, one more drink. I need even the 6, 7, 8 record to put that in existence, manifestation, all that stuff. Girls with crystals and cocoa butter, occupy and all that stuff. Shave your armpits though. Styles P, Jadakiss, the whole locks. I'm gonna be honest, Sheik Luch too, Silverback Gorilla. I'm not gonna discriminate. I need Jadakiss, but Jadakiss out here, he too crazy. But Sheik Luch, I love Sheik Luch and Jadakiss, and I mean Styles P to go back and forth like, oh, that's insane. Pretty soon. Let me see, like, rappers I grew up on, rappers that still rap. I want Busta Rhymes to rap fast on my shit, like, some shit I can't even rehearse. That shit is crazy, because Busta Rhymes still go crazy in the fact that he's still rapping. He's like my mother's age. Not, my mother's good for her age, but it's the fact that he's a rapper and he do the same thing. It's pretty crazy, bro.
It is.
That's beautiful. So, yeah, I need that. Who else? I mean, Rock Marciano in that same age bracket, no discrimination, God, but yeah, I need Rock Marciano. I need the greats, honestly speaking. I need the greats, the fourth. I need Project Pat. I need the whole project. I mean, because of the obvious. You know, every rapper that starts with a P, I need parts just because. You know, we need to stick together. You know what I mean? Prodigy made it cool. I'm trying to make it cooler. You know what I mean? Just carry on. So, yeah. I mean, that's old guys. I mean, if somebody, because of the obvious, Puffy. I don't need Diddy. I need Puffy. I need Puffy. Who else? Shit, Murder Mace. Shit. I'll take MOP. They cool too. Like, bro, I'm just trying to make. I work with everybody, bro. Give me Maya. You feel me? Bring me back. We can bring back Nicole Ray. I mean, I still need Cameron. I'm trying to get Jim Jones. You feel me? I needed Jim Jones before he. That's another one.
That's the thing, man. You gotta hurry up.
That's what I'm trying to do, man.
That generation's. Then it's not that they're bowing out; they're enterprising, and they have used their fame and connections to open up businesses. And
no, Jim Jones got to tap in with 6 degrees of separation. He know that. He know what I know. You feel me? He need to tap in. Nah, but I'm trying to get Jim Jones. That's real close. I'm working on that. Hopefully, knock on wood, it work. But yeah, I'm trying to get Jim Jones. Currency. I mean, everybody that I grew up listening to, just so my generation, I can't say my generation because I'm older, but the next generation has some like, oh, this P on the Boards work with such and such. Just like I know a couple people that fuck with me don't really know who, I hope y'all know who Prodigy is. Y'all dumb as hell. Y'all dumb. Be honest with you. I don't care. I lose fans or not. You feel me?
If they watch this, they know who P is. That's the only reason we're here.
You know, people be stupid. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. People be stupid, bro.
Oh, no, now that's why we're doing it, because you're here.
Oh, see, that's bad.
I'm taking advantage of the scenario. You have to strike while the iron is hot. Because even if it's just like, yo, yeah, come through next time, who knows when they're the next time. I get busy, you get busy.
Man.
That's the game.
Life crazy, life not promised. I'm just happy I can sit here and tell stories, man. I know people who feel like I feel.
So, since, one thing that you guys definitely notice in the music industry is no matter what level you are at, the people who are below you are trying to climb over you. So essentially, it's
psychic vampires just want to suck the life out. You probably said it.
See, so it's like a hierarchy, and it's fine because it's like that in every walk of life. So since you're You have established yourself and are climbing up the hierarchy. What would you say to people who are the ones who want to get to where you're at?
First of all, I'm nowhere where I'm supposed to be.
No, but you are. You're already off and running.
The earth ain't flat for me. I ain't gonna lie. I believe in mad different galaxies, mad different aliens. You gotta understand. A couple humans think I'm fire. I gotta improve other aliens, other different life forms, all types of time. You feel me? I gotta learn how to time travel, go back in time. So, man, what I'm gonna do? Like I keep doing now. Keep going.
All right. So I like the way this conversation is just taking a turn. I didn't know we could take it this way. So. Conspiracy P over here.
Yes.
Did you see that? Have you seen a spaceship in
Come
person?
on, Zeitgeist, you heard him? Come on, man. Come on, X-Files, you shout out to Scully and Mulder. Come on, man. We should do that after the Simpsons, bro. Yes, bro. Come on, listen to Prodigy, bro. Come on, how we not conspiracy theories, bro?
All right, so I know you heard the P story of the UFO like just coming hovering outside his window and shit, and then I've told stories on here with me and P together seeing them shits.
Yeah, all that exists. We'll roll the worlds, bro. Y'all
have
gotta
you
watch
seen
it.
one?
Have I seen? I feel like spaceships. I feel like I seen spaceships. Not on some physical shit, but on some like looking into the sky, really squinting my eye type shit. I think I seen some shit. That wasn't no star in the daytime. But you know what I mean? I ain't gonna let them know that I seen them because they probably watching this right here.
100%.
But we good. I seen it. Y'all was good. Y'all can pass through. You feel me? You was just tapping in, checking in. I can fill up. Because I'm probably alien myself that I don't know. You feel me? Some Netflix
I mean, we're all
shit.
aliens in some sort. That's for sure. So,
we're fuck on some Donald Trump shit.
All right,
so
let
me not say that for this shit get banned.
The question
get clipped.
We always
my man's
every week.
Fuck
They shut us down every week. So we just try to go until they do it. So anyway, so the biggest question that I get from everybody, conspiracy wise, is coronavirus, right? So what do you think?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. The little kid in me scared as shit.
Yeah,
but
right.
The
that
big
propaganda machine is
I'm
real.
not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna keep it a jelly bean, bro. And like, come on, bro. I heard this story before. You know what I'm saying? Before it was called the coronavirus, it was called the mad cow disease. Before it was called the mad SARS.
But the whole
flu.
thing, you know
you
what?
Feel me? And it's always the same narrative on some like, and I'm not even meaning this on no disrespectful shit, on some stereotypical shit. It's always associated with Asians and face masks, bro. I'm keeping it a bean, bro. I'm keeping it.
The whole
I'm
thing
keeping
is
it a bean, bro. It's stacked, bro. So to me,
the fact that all these things are, one of these are going to be like Boy Cry Wolf. One of these things are not going to be a hoax. Hopefully, it shit don't happen in my lifetime. I'm downplaying it like this shit. So hopefully, not give it power as we should. But that shit get out here getting people sick. China is wild right now.
I'm not gonna lie. I heard a couple things getting canceled on some shit. Shit's getting canceled.
A lot of money being lost.
Money is
getting
lost for this shit.
Come on, bro. Like,
so do you lean more towards bioweapon?
Shit. Yes. Everything is, even the weather. Everything, bro.
So whose weapon is it? That's the ill question.
Whose weapon is it? I think I'm gonna come clean. I think. Wow, yo.
Bro.
First of all, these ideas expressed by me are not made by me. I read all these in a blog.
Yo, me too.
I read all this on Reddit. I'm gonna come clean. I'm snitching. I read it on Reddit. Look in Reddit.
Shit. All that disclaimer shit that he just said. Me too. So
Nah. Only me. They mean it. I mean, it's probably they probably own it. Bro. They probably own. It's probably like, you see how everybody think the countries are against each other. They're probably really not against each other. Feel me? They probably all own it. Like, all right, I'm gonna press the trigger. Bet, boom. All right, yo, you gonna let it happen over there? Yo, me too. Boom, boom, boom. Cause just the Trump and the Russia shit. Like, think about that shit. That's like some TV movie shit, bro.
100%,
bro. Follow the money, bro.
Yo, so the way I look at it,
if whatever people talk about conspiracy and corruption, if there's corruption where it's evident, you gotta think about it. Think about where it's not evident. That's the scary part. So of course it's up there. Is it connected to some higher shit? That's the question.
So the way I look at it, as the same way as swine flu and the same way as bird flu and all that shit,
you shouldn't be eating pork anyway.
I'll believe that it's like a pandemic when famous people start getting sick.
Shit, but you gotta understand. Shit, you right. But
yeah,
there might be a K-pop. There might be a K-pop motherfucker, yo, pardon me. Shout to them on my K-pop. You know what I mean?
No, I know, but I'm
K-pop,
talking
J-pop.
like, yo, like a bunch of them, like 6, 7 real powerful celebrities. Then I'll be like, oh shit, people are actually getting sick. Until then, it's only
Think
poor
about it,
people.
though.
I can't equate it off of a celebrity because that shit could
Or
be
powerful.
that shit could be manufactured just like anything
Or
else.
power.
If it is personally affecting me, if I know somebody, if there's a 6-degree separation, like oh my man's caught it, that's
fine.
applying validity to me.
Of course.
Other than that, anything I see, anything I hear, all that shit is fuyaya to me, bro. Cause we done been through it, bro. I done heard the story, and it's the same narrative with a different name. You feel me? You take RC Cola, Pepsi Cola, you take the branding away, bro. That shit is cola, bro.
I ain't
You know
gonna
what I'm saying?
argue.
It's pop.
But
You know what I'm
Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola holla at me. Coca-Cola is amazing. It's different than Pepsi. I don't know what they talking about. You can put as much ice you want in a Pepsi. It does not taste like a Coke. That's why
What am I
people say-
jacking? I'm jacking Cripa-Cola and Cripa-Cola and what's the other one? Never seen that? Blood Pop? That's what I'm jacking.
I mean, shouts out to the homies. I haven't tried them. I gotta check out the sugar content. But yeah, shouts out to Coca-Cola though. We out here.
All right, word. Sponsorships and conspiracy theories. That's what I
Right,
like. So,
right.
Yo,
back-
David Icke. Yo, I'm the
Pause
David
with
Icke of this
thugs.
rap shit. I'm the David Icke of this rap shit. People know if people know conspiracy theories, they know David Icke. That's my man's. He don't follow me back on Instagram, but I comment on his pictures, so he gonna follow me.
so
David Icke, you know David Icke is?
Nah, put me on,
Woo! Put yourself on.
son. So, talk
Come
about
on,
it.
man.
yeah, man, start YouTubing whatever's left on YouTube. So, back to the music.
Oh, my fault.
Since you're a producer, also not just
Yeah.
an engineer, as a producer, who's your influence? I mean, you everybody has their mission to craft their own sound, but everybody's influenced by somebody.
Shit, bro. Everything, bro. Is the Heat Makers, Alchemist, Mobb Deep. You understand? Prodigy had a couple hand in some beats as well. Havoc, Pharrell, the Hit Makers.
90s rap. So who's some new producers that you like?
Some new producers. Oh, I mean, Boy the Wonder. He's always fucking crazy. Wonder Girl too. New producers. Clams Casino. He's insane. He fire. He always gonna be a goat. Vidon. He just light skinned. That's why he don't get as much love as he's supposed to. But and he not because all the actors that's in movies are from the UK, which are black. But that's a different conversation. That's a conspiracy theory, in my opinion. Who else? Who else I'm jacking? That's fire. That's new. I don't know. Diplo. Diplo be making the fire. No, you gonna lie.
Nah, see, it's good to be influenced by shit like that's why I like down tempo music. That's why I
King
always
Cruel. King Cruel is fire for King Cruel OD. The dude from Team Impala, I forgot his name. I know
Oh,
it's not the whole
man.
group. His
Kevin,
drums.
Kevin, I think.
Yeah,
Kevin
his
something.
drums
Kevin
is
Porter, I think
crazy.
his name.
His drums is crazy. I love his drums. You need to go holler at him to get them drums sounding the way it's supposed to be sounding. What else? MIA. MIA don't understand. People understand. MIA samples like crazy. So I'm trying to get my shit together. Like a Morgan Heap, Portishead is like stupid. Like if you listen to Morgan Heap melodies, you catch my shit. But that's a little lesson. Like man, like 90s techno, but the jiggy shit though I can't give you no names though. But,
Yeah, see, I always listen to like the early 2000s down tempo shit.
like trance.
Kinda, but more hip hop influence. 'Cause that's where Flying Lotus came from. Is that whole
That whole
group.
electronic beat scene, like shit, like
Rap
shit from
and
Low End
electronic
Theory.
music really fused together. Like
Like what? Like the people that they sample for. I always love you. Like that shit.
like Emancipator and Bonobo and all these groups. Son, these,
Nah, I'm gonna come clean. Got too crazy for me right now.
see, these people were
Shit.
selling
know,
out
bro.
stadiums, doing world tours, just DJing, playing down tempo shit. It's
My
not
man-
even dance
My
music.
man,
It's like
Aphex
rap.
Twins. You feel me? My man,
One
Aphex-
hit, he's just like that.
Mhm.
He's in that camp. I'm just digging deeper
That
into it.
electronic music vibe.
You know what I mean? Heavily influenced by that shit a lot.
So that's how I got P on like the Flying Lotus shit, and then me and him did a record on a Little People's song. because we were just listening to it because me and one of my interns were about to go to Emancipator and Little People show, and I was like, yo, I want to hear a Little People record. And my intern, Chi put it on, and Pete was just like, yo, I want to use this instantly. He's like, I'm using this for the intro on the HNIC 3 mixtape. And he rapped to it literally on the spot. And then Little People's, I saw his Twitter. He's just like, yo, how I woke up this morning finding out that my favorite rapper was rapping on one of my songs. Because we did it on the Ustream live stream. So it's just like... So I always try to like introduce him to just a little bit different shit, because then you're also exposing yourself to their fan base.
Expand the sonic palette, and that's a fact. Cross marketing and shit, that make a lot of sense.
Yeah, of course.
It's
you know,
hard too. At the time, that specific time period, I feel like, there's eras where there's a certain genre of music that is doing the most progressive shit, and despite whatever is going on, everybody's paying attention to that because something special is happening. And I think what you're talking about, what the way electronic music was going on, a lot of shit was going on during that time period. A lot of that downturn period. That was just game changing. You feel me? That inspired people, and everyone took those elements and then added it to their own thing to make the next progressive thing.
Yeah, and that was that little time period, because what happened with all those producers, they started getting so big, they started getting sued for the samples they were using, because they're doing the same thing that rap producers are doing. Finding ill, weird records to sample for those...
Shit like XXYYXX, you feel me? Like,
exactly.
Yeah, you know
just like that, so...
Like that, crazy time.
That era, it was like the new decade era, you feel me?
Yeah,
like, and then... The producers that were going on at that time kind of like took that experimental aspect of it, and then that kind of trickled over in the Yeast, because you had niggas like Hudmo and, feel me, like, you know what I'm saying? Or Tonight, like that whole, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, oh my god.
Yeah, you know, like that vibe.
All that shit.
Shout out to Lotus,
so they started to get sued, so then they started
braids.
Getting bands.
Get that money.
Like, they have live bands that play with them now, and now they just play their own samples.
Oh yeah, that's the game right now. I'm not gonna lie.
That's why Beat Butcher's killing it. He's creating sample packs,
bro,
and people are just saying
telling
that's how
you,
he got
the
on the
game-
Jay-Z and Beyonce album.
It's a crazy game, because it's like the way the meta, I call like the producer meta and shit. You feel me? Like the way it's evolving is like niggas know niggas still love sampling, so that the market is just adjusted based on what it wants, which is loops. You feel me? It's to the point like niggas is going splice crazy. Like that's what it is. And I'm talking about, I've been in the stew, Grammy niggas with the Grammys, bro. Yeah, bro, I'm going splice crazy, bro. I'm like, you going splice crazy? You know what I'm saying? Shit. Salute to you. You know what I mean?
So
that's just
I'm
what
in
it is
this.
right now.
Since we're all professionals here, I'm in the studio with a high level executive, who I will leave him anonymous at this point, and we're talking about the current state of rap, and he's just like, yo, what are you working on? I'm like, I'm only working on peace shit. Fuck everybody else. And he's just like, yo, I'm having a real problem right now because everything sounds the same. He's just like, nothing new. There's nothing new that's grabbing anyone's attention to build on. Everything that sounds the same. I said, you want to know where that fucking started? He said, everybody's using Splice. I said, it started even before that. I said, Ill Mind started it because everyone started using all the same drums.
Woo!
Shit, me.
I mean, shout out to Ill Mind for having a successful business model, but the producers got lazy, and they're just like, Ill Mind kick, and they don't
kick crazy.
They don't compress it. They don't EQ it. They just use something that somebody else already used.
I gotta juice them things up.
Exactly. You have to make it your own, but people are just, it's copy and paste production.
Mayfield got them things.
Right? And so people are doing that, and then I'm just like, yo, it's not only are they using Splice, all the drums sound exactly the same. Not even just the pattern sonically.
And it's a vicious circle, because a lot of the artists are like, they are pressured by the label to stay with what's trendy and what's going on. So you got this vicious circle of niggas following the trends, and producers, because there is a demand for the trendy shit, making the trends. And like, that's the sound that people are looking for. I remember when niggas got tired of type beats, but now you go in the studio, bro, and niggas want to hear type beats.
Type beats.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, bro.
I want to hear that.
And this is no hate to no nigga that's making type beats, bro, because get your money.
I want to hear that ASAP P type beat.
I don't know what that means.
That's when you know you made it, if somebody's making a tight beat with your name in it.
YouTube will tell you.
I don't know about a type beat. You guys should just make what the fuck y'all want to make.
Exactly. Everybody gets their shot.
The other shit is weird. Y'all can get influenced by anything, by everything, and anything,
But
y'all don't have to imitate it to that extent because at the end of the day, you're not creating art.
On some objective shit though, I'm only saying this shit to be on some devil's advocate shit. This shit don't really reflect my opinion. But on some, since we know, right, that in the modern era and shit, right, niggas is learning off of YouTube. Mm-hmm. Back in the Jiggy, there's none of that. Back in the Jiggy is each one teach one, or you go to a school, or your man, your cousin was a DJ. He had the MP, or you feel me? Like it was passed down on some shit like that. At least as far as I know, I'm a young nigga. You feel me? So I'm going off of.
I was watching.
I know what it was like for me, and it was.
You had to find.
Yeah, bro.
This footage. You had to find the Smack DVD heat makers.
That's the only way I even knew what an MP was Smack DVD. You feel me? And then that's when I was like,
we didn't have YouTube.
Like, oh, that's how you make beats? That's how niggas are doing it? It's like it's a controller?
This what Knife One though using? What?
You know what I'm saying?
Using a Jay-Z album?
Word.
Say less.
Yo, when I met Beat Butcher and found out when he first started he was making beats in Cool Edit Pro, I almost walked out of the studio.
Yeah, bro.
And Clem's Casino was making beats on Acid Pro.
Acid Pro.
Bro. I'm telling you. Cause yo, bro, you gotta.
Shit made me want to quit. I was like, man.
Some niggas is making beats off a PlayStation music generator.
Yeah.
People now they use phones.
Bro, for real.
What's his name that just did the project with Freddie Gibbs? Madlib did that whole shit on the iPad. He studied on niggas.
Yo, not only Machine has an iPhone app called iMachine, and it's literally Machine on your iPhone. And then you can just dump it right into your session whenever you get home.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
But I was saying all that to say that, like, on some objective shit about the type beat shit that niggas is using. Because YouTube is a resource, bro. It's a tool. So niggas who want to learn how to produce, that's the first thing that they can do. How to make XYZ type beat. And that's what starts the meta of these niggas doing these tutorials about how to make this specific type of sound. And it's on some tutorial instructional shit, but niggas will side of it. You're supposed to do that shit to learn how to use the tools and then use the tool to make your own painting, but niggas just end up,
take the whole style like he wasn't about to go do nothing with it.
Right. You feel me?
Word. And just do you. Everybody gets their shot. Some take a little bit longer, but everyone gets the ball once at least. You just got to keep on playing.
Damn,
and then when you get your shot, you got to take it. I did. He did. Mm-hmm. That's how it works. But you just can't stop. That's everybody who didn't make it stopped.
They didn't make it because they stopped.
Like, all of them stopped at some point. Some of them are a million miles away from the finish line, and some of them are right there. You just don't know it because you're only looking at what's in front of you instead of looking at all the shit that you already did behind you. Mm-hmm. I always just looked at all the shit behind me like, damn, man, I done came a long way from dropping out of college and not even knowing what Pro Tools was.
Boy, oh boy.
I used to use Pro Tools when it was Digidesign.
Yep.
I got an Mbox Mini.
Mbox.
That's all I back right now. Gang shit.
Mbox vibes, bro.
I don't know about this new Avid shit.
Yo, word, I was like one of the first people that started making beats in Pro Tools because I was just like, I got to put it in here anyway. I'm just going to do it in here. So no matter what I was using, MPC or whatever, and then they finally came out with like the horrible VSTs. But
what bust my head was, because I started making beats on Fruit Loops, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Fall in love with the step sequencer. If you a FL producer, all the people tuning in, you know what I'm talking about. You feel me? The squares, the 16 squares, bro. And you hit them shits, and the drums is coming out. You feel me? And you figuring it out like that. What bust my head is, feel me? My producer, homie, shout out my son Tony Seltzer, started making beats with him, and that nigga bust my head because he's dragging the files in and doing it like that. Once I seen that, I kind of switched my whole workflow. But just to even, that's probably how you had to do it with Pro Tools for a fact, right? Because I know niggas wasn't doing no step sequences shit. Shit, that's how Illman do his shit to this day. Shout out to Illman again.
Yeah, I fucked with it for a while, and then Havoc came in. He was like, "Word, you can make beats in Pro Tools now." And I showed him, so he went home and he made a beat and he brought it to the lab the next day, and it ended up being the song that P and Corey Guns did together.
Wow.
And it was crazy because I had so many hands on top of that song. Because not only did I show Hav that you could do that, and then he gave it to me. He was like, "Yo, find somebody to jump on this." Mm-hmm. When Corey was in the studio with P and looking for beats, I just like, I've been waiting for this shit.
Yeah.
Corey was perfect on this shit, so it was crazy. And now you can make beats in anything.
I seen it.
It's great. So, if P were here, what would you say to him?
I need a project. Nah. Sorry, bro. I need a project, bro. Just for humanity, bro. Humanity purposes, just in case, because the world looks like it's about to end type soon. Should have ended a little bit when you passed, but you just in the old white Diddy party with Yins right now. It's lit over there right now. I know it's lit. You feel me? I know it's lit. Both of y'all food, y'all there. Y'all drinking mad heady. Y'all chain hanging down y'all balls and all that shit. Pause. You feel me? I need the project. Still an inspiration. Shit, I hope I age and rap like you, but I can't rap, so that's not what happened. But yeah, shit. And you told me, you texted me Merry Christmas, and that shit, like, bro, I haven't got nothing mad Christmases, but that Merry Christmas was pretty lit. I ain't gonna lie. He texted me for Merry Christmas. Nobody, none. The homies texted me Merry Christmas, but he was like the only person that was not like in the immediate circle that texted me Merry Christmas, bro. I'm gonna go claim.
Yeah, P was ill like that. So what?
I'm showing niggas like, yo, Prodigy texted me Merry Christmas, nigga. Niggas can't tell me shit. Niggas still can't tell me shit. Probably tell me, he told me Merry Christmas, nigga. That's lit.
Word. Merry motherfucking Christmas. So what else is it that you are trying to accomplish in this game?
Just pee on the world. In simple words. Just pee on the world in every form of fashion. Any way you can think about it, literally, physically, mentally, and any adjective, whatever now you could say, but you just trying to pee on the world, just showing the world. Piss doesn't take effort, everybody can pee. So that's what peeing on the world.
Word, pee on the world. So what you working on now?
Peeing on the world. As I'm not trying to sound like a broken record, but that's what I'm really trying to do. That's everything. That's the label. That's the merch. That's everything. That's what you're gonna see here. We go taste. We gotta go through. You know what I mean? We gotta go testing and all that shit. But hopefully, every you're gonna see and hear, pure on the world. I mean, you're seeing it already. But pure on the world. Pure on the world. Pure on the world. Pure on the world.
Word. So I definitely appreciate y'all coming through. Not only to take your time to listen to these records, which was fun because it's always fun to play these records for people.
I stored them in my memories museum. You heard? I stored all them shits.
It's fun because I get to watch people's reaction in real time to some of these records. So
I can't wait till they come out. Trust me. Shit, man.
Yeah, word. So yeah, I really appreciate it, man. And definitely keep me in the loop. We're gonna be in the loop now. We're in the loop because some questions was answered this week, and he ASAP P said, "Yo, he's from the era where you call people," and he called me. Nah, it's all good. I was just like, word, nah, it's time to. I needed to talk to him anyway, and it's funny because when I said, "Yo, just come through and listen to these P records," he said, "I'll come right now." I was just like, "Nah, we can wait till Saturday." Like,
I'll bring my little man, right? You know what's up.
What shows you that he's down with it, because when I had him on the phone and he told me the story of getting a call from his lawyer, and like he said, he didn't have a laptop. He didn't have
a desktop, bro. I used to walk around like Antonio Banderas and little Desperados with a 41, with 41, 42, whatever the correct number is, in the keyboard bag, and then a duffel bag with my desktop, like not the gaming one. I used to have a small Acer, shouts out to BJ's, had me right. And a computer screen, doof, 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 set up like the Transformers. And yeah, that's how I used to make that fire.
You gotta respect. I respect that shit.
But now I got a laptop. I ain't gonna lie.
Of course, now.
I got a laptop, Japanese book bag. She got a little crazy since then, you feel me? But yeah, that's the life.
Yeah, I fucks with it though, cause it's I like that story, cause it's just like, yo, fuck it, whatever it takes.
Nah, no, we don't do NPCs. Come on, P. There's a P in NPC. I'm gonna use that for. I use myself, bro. You feel me?
Whatever it takes at all times. So, shout out to everybody who's going to end up watching this shit.
Word.
It's all about the 333 community.
Be on the boards.
RIPtv,
$8
RIP Yams.
Oh, forever. My man right behind me.
Shit, RIP fucking Chinks. Fucking, it's good. The hip hop is a...
RIP everybody, bro.
Everybody, man. We keep losing everybody. So, like P said, though, I'm not trying to be the first rap billionaire. Try to spend it while I'm still here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So shout out to everybody. I'll check in with you guys later. Yo, my son, I appreciate you coming through.
My man.
I really do. It's always fun to do an interview.
We gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm looking at the clock. It's like 9 o'clock already.
If I want to hear them songs again, bro.
That's another 3 hours. Ooh.
No, I want to hear them